Dick Rickles here.
Are swords cool? Yes. Are people who own swords cool? No.
What a champ, though. It's a bridge.
It's a half-built
it's a dock,
bridge.
actually.
The 1940s in Nazi Germany.
Oh my god. Okay, let's watch the rest of this Military Predators from To Catch a Predator compilation.
So you brought condoms with you?
Okay, that's gonna be Joker.
About Fago?
He's supposed to be in a mid-sized Chevy, he
Fago?
said.
Here comes
Onions and condoms. What's in the bag? Hey, endless nonsense is wonderful as well.
Gang up on people.
Alright, let's watch this guy. This guy was particular. So this guy was the last guy that we watched before we stopped watching the last time. But I wanted to watch it again with you because this guy is just delightfully awkward.
another suspect who will also try to play this as a big misunderstanding. He's 33-year-old Ernest Timmons, a mechanic for the United States Air Force. Calling himself Joketer34, he's been chatting online about having sex with a girl who tells him she's 13.
Yeah, it's the guy that looks like Carl Pilkington. Yes. Yeah. I wanted to show Stone this guy. Now, one thing that's important about this guy that I think is noteworthy, he's an Air Force mechanic. That's a cool job.
So he's used to fiddling with things.
Oh my god.
What?
Well, it's like my point is that it's like it's not like he's got some lame job where he can't like impress somebody.
What?
Like,
What? People in the army can't molest children? Huh?
Anybody can. I'm just saying.
But you have to have a retail job to be a pedophile these days.
I'm just saying.
This is America.
What do you want me to do?
Whatever you want. But I thought you wanted the real thing.
Oh, Lord.
Maybe you're just thinking with my head.
No, I want the real thing.
Thinking
I'm
with
scared
my
to get caught
If you
with a
put your
minor.
mind to it,
Then don't
you
tell
too
anyone.
get molested.
Then the military man asks the decoy for a photo of her breasts.
Nobody
You have a
can. Just
picture
some
of your
people
boobies I could see? Please?
I don't have my camera.
Boobies.
You could bring one.
To do what?
I don't know.
And here he comes, camera at the ready. Online, he told the decoy that he wouldn't be able to stay for long.
Glad you can make it.
Yeah, boobies.
Nail and bail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're a grown ass man and you're calling them boobies, you're too immature for anybody.
I heard people start to call him booba or some shit like that.
Yeah, boob. I never understood
Booba,
that.
like,
Booba?
no, like-
Booba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
He's gonna be 15 years old. Yeah. Right? 15 years old too.
No idle chit-chat for this man. He wastes no time making it clear he wants to get busy.
Oh, that's
Sit
funny.
down. I made some brownies. You want some?
Oh, no.
Are you sure?
Yeah, can we just go upstairs for a little bit?
Oh,
That
let's
is
just hang
funny.
here for a little bit. Why don't you sit down?
Okay. Well, I need
Just
to get
sit
going here in
down.
a
It'll
little
be
bit.
fine. Yeah. His eyes were bugging out of his head, so I knew he was either gonna do something really quick or he was just gonna take off. Well, weren't you gonna bring me lotion or anything?
Oh, no, I don't have any.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
Because I thought you were gonna teach me some stuff, that's all.
Yeah, is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah, actually, everything is just fine, but I need you to have a seat right there for
Oh,
me.
great.
Yes, sir.
Put the camera down. Just have a seat, please.
have a seat.
Now
Just
watch
have a
how
seat.
fast his story changes. From a man appearing eager to take photos of our decoy to a mere victim of circumstance.
Hearing Chris Hansen say he wants to get busy is like hearing your great grandma ask if you want to do dick dingers in the closet.
Sir, my friend told me to come here to bring the camera and...
Your friend told you to come here.
Yes, sir.
And who's your friend?
A guy named Kevin.
Kevin. And what's Kevin's last name?
I don't know.
McAllister.
How long have you known this friend, Kevin?
We just met on the base.
So you were going to come in, and you have your camera ready, and you say to the girl who you think is 13, or your friend thinks is 13,
I
that
don't
you want to
know
run
exactly.
you want to run upstairs because you only have a little bit of time. Do you see why this does not make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I perfectly. Why do you think I'm just as stunned as you are?
Oh, you're stunned
just
because you got caught.
flabbergasted.
That's why you're stunned.
I'm flabbergasted,
I think you're
Mr.
telling a big
Hansen.
fat lie to me right now.
I'm not telling you lies, sir.
It doesn't make sense.
I know.
As the
know.
Air Force
I know it doesn't
mechanic
make sense.
sweats
It's my lie.
profusely, he reveals he's about to be deployed to Iraq.
I leave in about a week and a half.
And so you stopped by here for a quickie with a 13-year-old before you went over to Iraq?
Oh,
No, sir.
shit.
It was a joke.
It turns
Digging
out
that
the
knife in, man.
33-year-old military man is married. His wife's picture
Please have-
is on the camera.
Oh,
Do you have kids?
no.
Oh, he was
I have
showing him the
kids,
picture of
yes.
his wife.
How old's your kid?
He's got kids.
She's 7.
Why would a man in the military with a wife and child at home come hustling nervous into this house with a camera and ask a girl you think is 13 to go upstairs to do what?
6 years older than his kid.
No matter how implausible the man's story
I know
is,
it's a bad
he
lie.
sticks
6 years older than his own child. Think about
Damn,
that for a
dude.
second.
That's pretty nuts.
You and your youngest brother are that
Yeah.
gap. Like,
It's always weird to see like these guys like they have like lives outside of this, like wives and kids and shit.
you know what
That's
pisses
nuts.
me off though
Look at
is
the
that
sweat
I
on
was
this
talking.
man. Sorry.
You know what pisses me off though? These are the kind of people that are like, "Oh, if you don't have my daughter home by 12, I'll shoot you in Minecraft."
Oh well, yeah.
Like, those are the same people that are like get
Yeah.
caught trying to sleep with minors.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know. This guy is a real piece of work right here.
Mm.
Chris Hansen had some serious balls. I can half agree with that because it's like I've heard that a lot of like Hansen's involvement in this is really like limited, and like if I personally am like always like shocked at the work that Perverted Justice puts into this. Like the people that set up the chat rooms and the sting operations and everything like that. Like Hansen just films what those guys are doing anyway. And, so I mean like, I don't know. It's cool. But I mean like I've just heard that like Chris Hansen is responsible a lot for like a lot of these a lot of shit going awry in these little operations. Perverted Justice though. Cool.
to it.
Oh, here's something. You seem concerned about seeing those TV shows of people getting caught. Have you watched those shows?
No, sir.
Seen my show?
Because you're about to be on one.
You seen my show?
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet kids online for sex.
Oh, please, sir. I was told as a friend to come over. That was it.
And that's your story.
That's
put
my
that hat
story.
And you're
lower.
sticking to it.
Yes, sir.
Now he'll get a chance to tell his story to the police.
Police department, down on the ground. Down on the ground. Down on the ground. Let go of your camera. Easy.
Don't hurt the camera.
Let go. Arms behind your back. Relax. Relax.
Don't you cry.
And apparently the
That looks like
police
Jim
don't buy
Carrey.
his story either. X-Man,
You see it?
currently a
Huh?
soldier,
That looks like
doesn't
Jim
stay long
Carrey.
enough to find out
Oh,
who's
when he
on
was
national
crying? Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, I just gotta put this in the washer. Come on in.
Oh, man.
He's
That was a good
27-year-old
decoy.
Marshall Gertman, a first lieutenant in the National.
I know it's a bit... Oh. That man is sweating more than a Republican at a gay club. Holy shit. Yeah, he was... I was shocked he didn't take his jacket off. For being honest. I kind of felt like where that was going.
Who served a year in Iraq. He's been chatting with a decoy posing as a 15-year-old. Using the screen name High Excitement, he sends the girl a link for her to view pornographic pictures and
Oh,
asks
God.
her, "What do you think?"
On the
And then
plus
asks,
side, though,
"Do you like it?"
Huh.
Later, he
he's
makes plans
got-
to come over.
It looks like he's,
and go
well
skinny
endowed.
dipping.
Good for him.
Hey, just have a seat. If I don't put this stuff in right away, it gets all wrinkled.
Okay.
You can just take a seat. I'll be right there.
That's a red flag, man. No kid gives
Yeah.
a shit about that kind of laundry.
Well, no, not even that. Who doesn't answer their door? Like,
Yeah,
who's
who
just
lets
like,
people
come on
walk
in.
Come on in.
I mean, like, I guess,
my bikini. And I close the
I-
door, and that's when they see me.
I guess they can write it off as like, oh, they're 12 or whatever
Yeah.
age those sickos prey on.
I don't know.
But
I don't
like,
know.
look at him. Kind of looks like a meerkat coming out on the savannah. See it?
I hate laundry.
Like a
As he's
stupid
walking
meerkat.
in, he seems to spot our crew.
Oh, boom. Yeah, what do you know? He's out of there. Get your hands out of your pockets, dude.
Yes, sir. While he never tells us his side of the story,
Hey, I'm laying in an ant pile.
He speaks at length to investigators.
I mean, you brought up the fact of going skinny dipping in the swimming pool with a 15-year-old girl.
Yes, sir.
This other soldier's memory isn't as clear. Remember First Lieutenant Marshall Gertman? He made plans to meet a girl he thought was 15.
Honestly, I can't remember her.
Look, I don't care if we've been friends for 27 years. If I come to your house and the door is cracked and I knock and you're like, come on in, I'm just putting this load of laundry in. I'm sorry, homie. I'm fucking leaving.
Well, not even that. She's like, I have to put it out so it doesn't wrinkle. It's like, okay, wait, you're not going to answer the door, but you give a about like the shirt wrinkling.
Yeah, it's like, you know,
it's weird.
Yeah, there's a weird amount of care in this. Like,
and lack of.
Like the whole like it's weird. It just seems like sketchy in and of itself. Like what they're coming to do is sketchy, but I mean like yeah, if I was going to go meet somebody for the first time and they didn't answer at their door, they were just like, "Come on in" from across the house. Yeah, no way I'm going in.
Her age, she only told me that one time. I knew she was probably underage just by the way we were talking. Bad judgment call to keep talking to her.
Well, you know, first lieutenants don't make bad judgment calls.
Hey,
not always.
Not always.
But he insists he had no plans for sex with the young teen.
Honestly, no, I would never let myself do that.
Well, you let yourself internet chat with a 15-year-old.
Yes, sir. I know.
You let yourself come over to a house where there was only a 15-year-old in it.
Yes, sir. I know.
And you expect me to believe that you didn't expect to get laid while you were here?
Sir, no, I don't expect you to believe it, no. But knowing myself, no, I wouldn't let it go that far, to that extent, sir.
He did allow himself to send a girl he thought was underage a link to a pornographic website.
So you provided a 15-year-old child with a pornographic website that she could go to?
Yes, sir.
Why would you do that?
I don't really have a good explanation of why.
What's really sad, Marshall, is this could cost you a military career.
I know that, sir.
I mean, it should absolutely cost him a military career. It shouldn't be like a possibility.
Most of them are. That makes you feel any better?
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah, you know. Well, the thing that they have on these people that show up is that when they show up, it's a sign of intention.
I was gonna say, is it intent to solicit?
Yeah, it's considered conspiracy to solicit sex from a minor. That's what the crime itself is considered. Because they haven't done it yet. So, but like the messages are all there. They have all of the intention. The thing that really puts it into the place where they can be like legally, all right, we have a case against you, is when they show up to the house. Because like up until that point, you can be like, yeah, it's bad judgment call. Yeah, we don't really have anything on them. But once they show up, that's how it can go. And also, wouldn't all this fall under NCIS or the MP anyways? I assume that after they interview this guy, they report to those people. That's what my guess is. That after they talk to them for a little bit, then they report their statement that they got from them to the NCIS or the MP. But I mean, I just don't even know like how that would all play out in that way. How funny would it be if he turned up and it was his granddaughter? Like his granddaughter is the actress. That'd be fucking great. Oh my god, that'd be amazing. That's a whole movie right there. Like a guy shows up to a decoy's house and the decoy's his granddaughter and she's just instantaneously like, oh my god. And that's the whole, how that shakes up the family is just the rest of the movie.
Oh.
They can be charged with something still. Yeah, they absolutely can be charged with something still. The only time that this can mess, that, like, that's the thing, is that what messes up these cases a lot of the times is this media interaction. And that's why like these like predator hunting shows on YouTube that are all coming up all over the place, they're kind of destructive to the whole process, you know? Because like these companies like Perverted Justice that they set up the stings and everything like that, those companies, they usually don't film that kind of stuff, and they just go right to the police with all of the information, you know? And it's a much easier case because it's not like there's not a whole other bunch of variables being made up by this camera crew. That picture screams well-adjusted individual to me. Yeah, right. This guy's, he's like looking right into your soul. The same thing happened with the YouTube sting of EDP. Yeah, I remember the YouTube sting of EDP. I remember that. I don't remember the follow-up, but I remember like the guys that caught him were just super not professional about the whole thing, and were just very like they were just, the people that caught EDP were very sketch to begin with. Like they did all kinds of things weird and wrong, and like there was like a guy that they caught that they were like, "Hey, we're gonna challenge you to a boxing match." And so it's like, but I mean, the implications of that, it's like, well, if he won the boxing match, if he didn't lose, would you guys have just let him go? Like with the knowledge that he's trying to solicit sex from minors? Like there was no follow up other than him being banned off on all platforms. He should have been arrested, but he got away with simply losing his career because of them. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's weird. The interference is like, you'd think it would be doing a lot of good, but it's like it's all about the intention of the people that are filming it, you know?
See this one.
It looks like he's trying to burn a hole through my head just using mind powers. Yeah. Oh wow, he just looks like that.
Oh.
Ah!
Oh.
Ah! You know, that's not a bad looking dude. Why does he gotta resort to this?
Oh, they used... Oh. Ah! I just noticed that. Bare-chested and barefoot.
I feel a little bad for the guys that have to, like, say the lines. You know? Like, that's just a voice actor who's being told to, like, read lines.
Hey, Jim, we need you to read this. Oh.
Oh God!
Wait,
Oh
pause
my
it.
God.
Pause it. Can we listen to that? Like, I can hear the cringe on that guy's voice. I can hear it. Listen to it.
Yeah. He does sound kind of like it's like he's sick of reading this shit.
Do you think his Dom name is Papa Bitch?
Papa Bitch? Oh, he sounds like he should be the head of production on Nickelodeon. Yeah. Hand me the script.
And I'd want you talking so hot and dirty. I want to hear Shatner.
And I'd want you talking so hot and dirty. Just make Microsoft Sam do it. That's what he's for. This is cruel and unusual punishment of the male people.
Oh God.
The girl is way more into it, into her reading her lines. Well, I knew what I'm doing for my next stream. I'm glad to inspire you. Feeding terrible shit like this to Microsoft Sam.
Oh,
That'd be great.
I'm
That
down
would be
for
so
it.
amazing.
I'd be down for that.
You know what you should do? You should find like a dirty novel that you can feed lines to Microsoft Sam to read.
I was gonna say that.
Gray?
No, the transcript of adults adopting adults. That clip that's been roaming around.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome
God.
to Ohio. Where is my blowy?
I know a couple that would be perfect. Fantastic. We should watch that. Do you want to watch that?
No, let's see the rest. I want to see Papa Bitch.
Oh, so he doesn't even have to show up. Let me hear that again. All right. Oh, Jimmy doesn't know what adults adopting adults is.
Okay, then yeah, we'll show.
Okay, we'll show you guys. We'll watch a little bit more of this and then we'll show you guys.
Joe Wonderler was
Man,
a
he
guy
really
who clearly
puts
had a
the
problem.
belief in
This
Jarhead.
guy
He is
actually
rectangular.
Was it?
to
Yeah.
involve a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Wonderler was a
It's
guy
literally a jar.
We'd be watching other YouTubers
Yeah,
watching
we
it.
would have to watch somebody's reaction to it.
Well, in short, it's
Not that I
literally
would-
what it is. It's adults adopting legal adults over the age of 18. And this episode, they only aired 3 episodes of the show. A&E put it out. I believe it's A&E. But the last episode features this guy named Danny and his wife. And Danny's adopting this girl from Austria that's heavily pregnant. And she's like 20.
Do you
And
want to
he
watch
is
one of
so creepy.
Do you want to watch one of these? Like, just to show them?
No, I feel like that's enough for them to go. 'Cause we can't, because they pulled it after 3 episodes, they scrubbed the internet of it. There is no, so like, unless you had it downloaded to your, your hard drive.
This looks like it. This looks like it's just the clips.
Just when we thought reality television could...
Nope, never mind. Yeah, the only thing you can see right now is like people's reactions to the actual
It's bad.
clip.
It's bad. It's real bad.
Yeah.
It's bad, okay.
I wish there was one that we could show them.
Me too. But that should pique their interest.
Yeah,
enough.
yeah. Okay.
They can
Adults
do some
adopting adults.
You know what? They can do the legwork.
Yeah. We'll continue watching this. Thank you very much.
You guys
who
do it.
clearly had a problem. I mean, this guy actually wanted to involve a dog in the sex act with a young girl.
Oh,
and
good
he
Lord.
was very graphic about how he wanted this whole process to go. And you even see him when he comes in, sort of reference to himself. Where's the dog? You see him muffled words. He's anxious, he's nervous. He's got kind of a tic going on when we talk to him because of all this stress that he's under. But I think a part of him was relieved that he was finally going to get some help.
What's that?
I got a skirt I'm gonna put on.
Okay.
So just wait at the counter for a second.
Alright.
Thanks.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Why don't you have a seat right around that stool?
I'm just...
Go ahead, just have a seat.
Have a seat.
Just have a seat. Just have a seat, please.
How much?
What are you here for?
Just come and talk to him.
Come to talk to who?
That's it. What's that?
You seem a little nervous.
Yeah, I am.
Why are you so nervous?
I just get nervous.
I just get
come to
nervous.
Talk to somebody, that's all.
It's chronic nervousness. You never heard of it?
I was coming to talk to Aaron.
Aaron.
Yes.
And why were you going to talk to Aaron?
Just talk, that's all. Nothing more.
Nothing less.
How old is Aaron?
She didn't tell me.
Russian.
I saw 14, but I didn't know.
I'll try one more time.
Oh.
Watch, just keep your hands out of your pockets.
How old?
So you thought it was okay to come here to see a 14-year-old girl? Why?
No, I didn't.
You talk about hair in personal places. Then you say, and there was just something. Watch your hand. I want to see your hand.
Sorry.
That's a hell of a way to put that.
And you say there was just something about a teen body. And you say, so are you a thong kind of girl? My mom won't let me have them. I expect you would look awesome in it.
I know what was in there, and I was talking. We were talking. That was it. I wasn't planning on doing nothing. I was just talking. It was just a
There's
conversation.
a lot of talk here.
It's just, to be honest, just the implication that someone else thinks you did it is enough to make someone nervous. Obviously, this guy is a piece of shit, but still being nervous is normal, reacting to accusation from authority. That's true. That's very true. Like, this guy could be like, yeah, like, if you're being accused of that stuff, that is kind of enough to make you nervous in and of itself.
Would you ever try anal? Ouch, that sounded like it could hurt. Not if done right. You have to be very gentle with that. Quite a Romeo.
I'm a lonely guy. What can I say?
Chris is also very good at reading these.
This gets pretty freaky here.
Listen.
You get a little freaky here, you freaky do hippie wannabe freak. Like, it's just fucking. I love that he just rips on these guys sometimes, like, about their sexy talk.
A problem with an internet addiction talking with the females. I've never done anything with the females that I've talked to. I just, meet and talk, that's it. I've never done anything. I'm trying to get help with it.
What are you doing to get help?
I'm seeing a psychiatrist right now.
It seems to be working wonders.
I just started talking to him.
Wunderler tries to tell me that while he recognizes he's got an addiction, perhaps a compulsion, it's limited to chat. He would never actually do these things in person. But he's so specific in the chat. He is very graphic in the details of what he wants this girl to do with the dog and then what he's going to do to the girl. And if it was all just talk,
What's he gonna do to the dog?
What was he doing?
I have no idea.
You talk about sex acts with the dog.
With the dog?
It's one of the reasons why I'm trying to get help, because I've gotten into fetishes that I know aren't right, and I'm trying to cut all that. I really am. I have a psychiatrist I'm seeing now.
In the beginning of the segment, Hansen was talking about how, like, he mentioned that they wanted to involve a dog in the whole thing. Which I was like, oh my god, like, this is already bad enough, dude. These are just more and more nails in these coffins, I swear to God.
Hot dog.
It was just talk, that's
Hot
all.
dog, hot dog, hot diggity dog.
I mean, how can you talk this way to a 14-year-old girl?
That's why I'm getting help. I have a problem.
I guess you're going to tell me next that this is the very first time you've done something like this.
Actually, it is.
Actually.
I'm serious.
Yeah, I don't know what this, like, does he have Tourette's, do you think? Like, I'm looking at, like, this lip tremble and stuff that he's got going on.
He wasn't doing it when he came in, so I'm saying it's just...
He was.
shaking.
I mean, how can
He was?
Yeah, and listen to the, like, that noise that he's making.
He's in the army.
That's why I'm getting help. I have a problem.
I guess you're going to tell me next that this is the very first time you've done something like this.
Actually, it is. I'm serious.
How do you expect me to believe that? I hear that all the time.
I know you do. I know you do. And I mean, I know what you guys are doing, and I understand, and I see where you guys are coming from.
Sounds like what you're saying is, okay, 14-year-old girl, it's okay to have sex with me. In fact, I've done it before.
I was just talking. That was it.
How old are you?
28.
28. And you think it's appropriate to visit
That's so
a
young.
14-year-old girl home alone? Why? Even if you were just visiting.
Not as young, though.
Not young enough. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, that's a lot.
Honestly, didn't.
That's a lot of life to ruin. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of, yeah.
Like 28, like that's a whole lot of life you got to still live.
Yeah,
with this in your past.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of time to ruin lives.
That is true. That
you
is
know.
true. We got 4 viewers still. Don't forget to follow if you're not following. 3/4 of that life left. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ruined. Just done. Done for. 28. Like, that's what's... Like, the guys that are, like, 50 or 60 that come on into this house, like, I mean... I'm almost like... Yeah, you're fucked up, and it's like, this age sort of makes sense for this behavior, but it's like 28, it's like, oh my gosh. Dude, you're not like an old man. Like... You're not some creepy old fuck. Like, go out there and, like, you know,
not yet.
Party and find a person your age. Like, for fuck's sake. Like, this is so much life to be left, like, on the table. You know,
I mean,
28 years old, you're gonna go fucking around with this kind of shit. Like, I don't know. It's so much, like, to have on your name when you still have so much time left on this earth.
How do you think a 14-year-old girl's parent would feel about that?
Infuriated. I know I would if I was a parent.
Okay.
Yet you did it.
I was just talking. I wasn't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, I know, but what's in here is sex act after sex act after...
This dude grew up in a cornfield and immediately joined the army at 18. He probably is just emotionally stunted. And you know what? Here's the thing about that. I, like, the fact that he's, like, getting help, if that's true and everything like that, then I almost have, like, sympathy for it until he gets to this house.
It's probably not true.
Well, I mean, okay, look.
It's probably not true.
I will cop to that it's probably not true for this guy, but what I'm saying is that in the scenario where it's true that he's going out to get help, I can have sympathy for that situation. But as soon as you're here at this house, dude, it's like, oh, your credibility's gone out the window. We have no choice but to believe that you were going to do something. You know? Like, then again, I ain't about to diagnose the inner workings of someone this fucked up. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to, like, start trying to, like, moralize on this person.
Or normalize it.
Yeah, or normalize it. Well, I'm not trying to normalize it. I'm just trying to, like... I guess I'm just trying to say that it's like, up until showing up, you can still play the I'm trying to get help card. But once you show up, you know, we don't have any choice. Like, I think I compared it to, like, robbing a bank or something, where it was like, look, you can think about robbing a bank. You can even, like, imagine it. Like, you can even fantasize about it. But as soon as you're, like, at the place robbing the bank, you can't be like, oh, I'm trying to get help for these fantasies. It's like, nope, you're already robbing a bank, sir. We have to charge you for the crime that you're committing now. Like, you know, we're past your intention of making this as a career.
Sex act. Talk of sex with multiple people. Talk of stuff that's way out there, quite frankly. Dogs.
It's just talk. That was all. People do it all the time online.
I know, but there's a difference between doing it online and showing up at a house.
Exactly.
I know what you guys are doing. I see it all the time, and I think it's great what you guys are doing. I really do. And I mean, I will do anything to help you guys out with stuff like this.
This was only our second investigation, so when Joe Wunderler says, I like what you guys are doing, I believe in it, I want to help, I'm thinking he believes we're the police. So my impression was that he was offering to cooperate in another police investigation. He would help us in any way he could to catch other predators if we'd cut him some slack, or perhaps even let him off the hook.
I was wrong for doing what I did. I know that. I will do anything to help you guys out.
But what should happen to you?
Honestly, I'd like to be able to be given the chance to help you guys out any way I can.
What can you do to help us out?
Anything that you suggest.
Well,
you can turn yourself in.
I'm not a policeman. I'm Chris Hansen of Dateline NBC. We're doing a story.
We're past that, bud.
I'm free to leave right now. If there's anything else you want to say, we're happy to hear it. But if you care to leave, you're welcome to leave.
What kind of dog?
This is a case where...
Excuse me, sir, but before you leave, what kind of dog were you trying to fuck?
It's like a golden retriever or...
Yeah. Huh? Was it a terrier? You sick fuck.
A rat terrier was what that was.
Was it a long-haired chihuahua?
Get it a rat terrier because it got ratted out. I don't know. Bloodhound
Chihuahua. Bigger than a bread box. Was it smaller than the island in the middle of the kitchen here? I always hate getting distracted by this is a nice house.
Not real. I mean, for 2005.
Like
you know what? No, this was outdated for 2005.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2001 maybe. Maybe.
I like the island. I like the island in the middle of the kitchen.
I don't like islands.
I like islands.
I like galley kitchens though.
Those are nice too.
I don't like open kitchens.
Really?
Yeah. Well, nobody tells you. It's like if you're trying to watch TV in the living room and someone's making dinner, all you hear is plates clacking.
Yeah, that's
true. The pots and the pans. You have to turn your TV up.
Yeah.
Like, no one tells you about that, dog. Galley kitchens, you turn around, sink's there. Turn around, stove. Hell yeah.
The island in my kitchen is fucking massive. You might like it. I'll send you a picture, actually. Remind me later. I love you, dude. I'd love to see a picture of your island. I'd love to see your island in general. You should go over there. And then we can be island boys.
What he wanted to do to this girl was above and beyond
I've spread him out on his island before. It's very roomy. There's room for all of us to lay on it. I'm not kidding. Sweet. That's awesome.
Head to toe or foot to foot.
I like that. It's like a whole table right there. Head to toe or foot to foot. That's a good point.
A lot of the other things we see, the other chats, the other things that these men say online. Was he sincere? Difficult to tell. You know, I hear this, I'm going to get help, I need help, over and over again. It's probably true. But this was one of the more graphic and bizarre chats we had seen up until that point, and really ranks right up there.
Last week, we reported on a Marine Corps sniper who showed up with a shotgun in his trunk.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
Now, here comes another Marine.
Hey, there you are. I'm glad you made it. Look, I made some lemonade. You can sit down.
In what universe is this woman a teenager?
Wallace, a newlywed. He and his wife, who happens to be in the Air Force, have only been married for 2 months. Using the screen name Persuasion 2032 in a Yahoo chat room, he hits on a girl who says she's 13 and a virgin. He tells her he wants to give her oral sex and says, "I'll make it feel really good for you, hon," and later adds, "I'll just be your secret lover."
I wanted to get into something sexier for you, and I was thinking it'd be really, really hot if you got in the hot tub and waited for me. Does that sound okay?
I didn't bring that to this way.
How you doing? Why don't you have a seat right over there on the other side of the bar?
Instantaneous attitude change. How you doing? Pretty good.
What are you up to?
Looks like a lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble.
Mans is married too, yeah.
Most of them are married.
It is pretty sick how many married men do this.
It's like 98%.
What were you doing?
Yeah, I know. It's fucking disgusting.
He says that he's in the Marine Corps Infantry.
Were you over in Iraq?
Yes, sir.
Tough duty.
Yes, sir.
He really knows
What's
how
your
to get
assignment
in
now?
there, then.
Looks like jail.
Jail. Now, what's a guy
A guy.
who serves his country so bravely doing, getting himself in a situation like this?
I wasn't thinking.
But here's the thing.
With the other
Here's
head.
the kicker to this whole thing, Yancy.
Ooh.
Is that in the conversation you say this.
I just want one guy to
I just
sock
hope
Chris
this
Hansen in the
isn't
face and then
all too
run
good to
out
be
really
true.
fast.
I think the same thing, she says.
They should start requesting them to bring bathing suits and then wait for Hansen to come out till they're in the hot tub and then do the whole interview with the guy just uncomfortably chilling in swim trunks in an inflatable hot tub. That
I've
would be
never
pretty funny.
seen an inflatable hot tub.
I've seen them. I've seen them before.
What sorcery is that?
They're not like, honestly, a lot of the times they're not like a kiddie pool where it's like inflatable like that. They're more like it's a hard plastic, you know.
I want a swimming pool. We could fit one on our little patio.
Yeah, we could do that. We could fit at least a large tub, you know.
I want a vat to soak in.
There's no way someone hasn't tried to get super aggressive with him at least once. Yeah, I mean, like, at least once. Like, I mean, I can't imagine, like, all these guys are super chill about this whole situation. Like,
do you think some of the guys go there hoping to pork Chris Hansen?
Oh, I don't know. I've always wanted to see that, if there was one guy that was, like, fishing out there for them.
Wait, the Boondocks did that. I'm trying to think of that, where it's like Chris Hansen like jumps the guy and he's like, "Oh, I know you were here. I like you and I want you." And he's like, "Excuse me?" He's like, "You heard me." And then he proceeds to sodomize him.
Oh my god.
But you've never seen that?
No, I have not.
It's one of the Boondock episodes. I'll see if I can find it for
we'll
you.
watch that after we finish up.
Ugh. I'm going for a good time.
Yeah. Here, you know what? We'll finish
Like you're
this
not gonna
guy,
come or
then I have another video of To Catch a Predator that we
Man,
can
look
watch,
at that
and then we'll
dude's
finish
chin.
up.
I am.
This is a big guy.
I watched Dateline the other night
He
about
looks like
guys
he's a
going
Samoan.
Did you hear that?
No.
Listen.
I am. I watched Dateline the other night about guys going to meet a younger girl and they all went to jail.
And you look at me.
And look at you.
Yes, sir.
So you've seen the show?
Yes, sir.
What'd you think about the show when you saw it?
You're a fool! You're a damn fool!
Real quick, just rate our show.
What'd you think, by the way?
Just relax one, sir. I don't want to do this.
You know, as a person, though, as a person that now makes a show, I gotta say, you really do look for any kind of review that you can from any person that you can.
Thought it was all a game online.
All a game. Well, what do you think should happen to you, Yancey?
I could say lesson learned, be on my way. I could say kick me in the ass.
Kick his ass, Chris. Do it.
I'm so much trouble anyways, doesn't matter.
Before you go to jail, can you like subscribe and comment, hit that like button? Don't forget to hit the little bell.
Alone.
Ding ding.
Check out my Patreon if follows on Twitter.
Well, you know what happens next.
Check out my OnlyFans.
Well, apparently Hansen does cameos. Like you can hire Chris Hansen to do cameos.
Oh my god, I would do that for a surprise party.
Right, that'd be great.
As obviously you suspected, we're doing a story on adults meeting.
Dude, you know they've been recording you. You know they've been recording you.
No, not that. His hands behind his back immediately. Look at that. He is ready to go to jail.
He knows his time left as a free man is extremely short.
Welp, I guess I'm done.
Keep walking now. After he's booked and photographed, he's read his rights and agrees to talk to police.
Why did you
To be
come
fair,
if he wasn't
he
to have
has
sex with a 13-year-old?
Is this in an RV?
I think I was being naive. I didn't think it would actually happen. I just ruined my entire life over something I knew was wrong.
Yeah, he was waiting for those cops.
No explanation. There's no excuses.
To be
Everything I've
fair.
worked
To be
for
fair.
up until now, and
To be
here on out, is
fair.
destroyed because
you wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
because I didn't use my head.
Back to our 6th investigation into
All right. Once again, this compilation is running a little long, so we're gonna save that for another time. But to be fair, anyway. So I wanted to watch this one because of the title.